How do we build a system around an FA machine to deliver the benefits that we're describing? Let's recap on the actual process that we spoke about earlier. It's important to introduce this ideology so that the system that we produce understands what we want to make, how it's going to be made, we can measure where we actually are in the production process, and react accordingly. In order to apply this system, we have a range of different building blocks such that various different types of equipment can be assembled to deliver the benefits we're discussing. At the heart of any system is going to be the FA3 machine. This is the measurement device, and it needs to be reliable and repeatable. We of course need to be able to feed in the different raw materials, so we have a range of different in-feed solutions. If the machine detects a contaminant, we need to be able to remove that piece of meat from the production line. Meat can arrive in various different forms, frozen blocks, fresh, or maybe even it's a carton system. And as a consequence, we've got a range of different rejection devices to suit the material handling challenges of the line required for your factory. Likewise, we have a range of different outfeed solutions. Perhaps this meat needs to be taken to a grinder. Perhaps it's a carton that we need to send to a particular location to produce a pallet. We have a range of different systems. We have a range of different equipment such that they can build the appropriate system to suit your manner of production. In either case, we have a range of different software solutions to tie these pieces of equipment together and link in, if necessary, with your business management systems and provide all the necessary reporting and coordination to link in with your ERP and the appropriate levels of automation, while also providing the various degrees of tracking and traceability so we can be clear of exactly which raw materials arrive in which batches, as well as providing all the necessary reporting functions that your business will need to operate. Let's look at an example. In this system here, we are producing batches of meat of approximately 500 kilos. The raw material would arrive in the bottom left-hand corner and be placed onto the conveyor, which will pass through the machine shown in green here. This large display over the top of the machine will show 4 lines of information. The first line shows what the target is to be produced in the actual crate or dough-lab. The second line will display what the running average fat content is of all the meat that is passed. And the third line will show the total amount of weight of meat that has passed through the system. What the operators are therefore able to do is look at the actual feedback from the screen and determine whether or not they should add or remove lean or fat meat such that the final targets match what is desired to be in the actual crate. In this system, the decision on how to react to the results from the machine is made by the operators. As a consequence, this is how this overall system is operating, and that is why we classify it as a semi-autonomous, because it is the operators making the decision on how to react to the results from the machine. Of course, more sophisticated solutions are possible. In this example, we can see a sausage processing system, but the principle is of course the same. Raw materials arrive on the left. This could be fresh meat or frozen blocks. This meat will pass through the machine and the actual fat content measured. These results are fed back into software. This software then determines what additional corrective material needs to be added such that the recipe target can be produced. We can see on the right-hand side of the machine different locations should any product be found to contain a contaminant and where this piece of meat can be sent. All good meat will pass through and be passed onto the in-flight conveyor so that the actual batch can be produced directly into the grinder, therefore optimizing overall production. An alternative solution could be for a carton packing. In this instance, individual cartons of meat pass down from the top right-hand corner of the line and go down through the machine and arrive at any one of these individual channels. This type of system is most commonly found when packing large batches either on pallets or in containers. When the actual desired target is known, an operator is prompted to pick the appropriate pallet from the appropriate lane and placed into the appropriate place to build the actual batch as required by the end customer. So if we think now in some way about how we do build a system on a machine, the key questions you need to ask is, what do you want to make and how do you want to make it? But additionally, what flexibility are you prepared to accept in reacting to these results so you can get back to your desired target?